Hi everyone, I hope you all. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into XRP once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big on the CoinsKid crew. So right now, Bitcoin's just created one of these today. It's called a buy and go to the beat signal. It's a golden cross on a daily time frame. So XRP is a little bit in front of Bitcoin at the moment, and XRP's printed this last week, and right now we've fallen back into it as support. I would anticipate that if we do start to retrace, the EMAs could be a fantastic entry point. Okay, because you can see in a minute we are sort of running into resistance here. We are coiling up right here in this ascending triangle on a daily time frame, where I do think you're going to get a nice impulsive break to the upside eventually. Okay, it's going to come, because this is what happens. You get price compression and then you get your breakout basically. So again, there's no guarantees, but what I'm looking at here using the fibs is this is your key high just there. Okay, like I said to you, you've got to take out this high, because once you take out this high here at 09164, which is this impulsive high that you ran up, you retrace to this low, and right now you're slowly building back up the stairs. Okay, you can see that what you're doing, you're working your way through these fibs, and the minute you run into 786, and that's where you're getting resistance. So at that point, if you continue to get rejected there, you can see how you're getting rejected at the moment on this trend line as well. Like I said to you, that's a really important level of resistance just there. If you're failing to close for it, then you are going to come back for support, and the support could potentially be this trend line, okay, or the EMAs just there. It's going to get really tight in there, because you've got the EMAs coming up and you're holding this uptrend, and this is going to get really tight. And again, you can see just there, if you do start to come back like this, you're creating an ascending triangle just there. There's a coiling up pattern, which is a smaller version of this. You're getting price compression just there, boom, getting really boring, and then boom, you break out that level of resistance, and that will put you in these technical targets. You can see here the 1414 is pretty much tied up with that wick just there. Okay, so look at that. That's the 141 target would be at 1007, which would fill that wick, and then potentially you might get a little wick above to 116, okay, which is the 1618 target when you break out. At that point, you're getting a little bit overbought. I would imagine if we start to look at the RSI, you're going to be taking off into space like you did here, and this impulsive break, and at that point you start to come in for the retracement of potential ABC just there. Okay, potentially might wick up to the 1618. It's something to keep an eye on down the line once we do get this breakout, which I would imagine is coming, but again, no guarantees, but I'm just trying to find the path here for you. At that point, I do think Bitcoin and crypto would potentially have some kind of big retracement, okay, some kind of big ABC correction or whatever, and at that point you start to come back and you're creating this right shoulder, this inverse head and shoulders pattern that we've been targeting for a very long time as well. So I do think that the break is coming. Again, there's no guarantees, because it's all about Bitcoin. If Bitcoin rolls, and starts to dump and people start to sell it off, anything can happen. This is how volatile the markets is, but right now we are sort of coming up the stairs. We're holding this support continually, running this resistance. You start to come back and you hold these EMAs, you coil up again in an ascending triangle over the next few days leading into next week, and you could be looking at a beautiful little break here coming back up, and once you break this kilo resistance is 786, and you take on and break this high here at the 1 fib, you will be in technical targets. So the 1272, which is the $10, $1, which is a technical break target of this huge horizontal that you've created, and the inverse head and shoulders. But you might start to go a bit beyond that to that wick at the 1414 at 107, and if you do start to get a little bit overbought and the market thinks, oh yeah, we're taking off in space, the 1618 might be a massive level of resistance just there to open a big short to that resistance start to come back down and retrace, potentially coming back down to this neckline to retest it of support, or this high here, because it's what happens: swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, and you find the rest on the swing high and you hold it as support, and this is basically an uptrend. Okay, so keep an eye on this. These are some levels to keep an eye on. You've got the 786 at 08364. You can see we're constantly running into it. If we do get rejected consistently, we'll start to come back into support, hold it, create another little bullish structure just there, and then break out eventually. Break the 1 fib at 09164. You're looking at a beautiful upside. Minimal 11%, and then the 1414 at 17%, and then the 1618 at 26%. Hope you enjoyed that update. All of this can be done on Bybit. Take advantage of the sign up bonus. Take care everyone. Back soon with another update on XRP. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.